Another government shutdown has been averted, at least temporarily. The Hill reports that the Senate today voted to overwhelmingly on a bill to fund the government at least until December. Great. Which means that in a couple months we'll be back where we started. Oh, great. Now, this measure, which actually does have some important stuff in it, like emergency funding to fight wildfires, which are raging in California, and it also extends the expiring authority of the FAA. You know, the Federal Aviation Administration, the place that makes sure our planes don't crash into each other. That kind of important. So that passed. It passed, the whole thing together passed by a vote of 78 to 20. Now, a couple of those are presidential contenders, the people that voted against it, or they didn't really vote against it, they weren't even there. So, and that was Linsdey Graham and Rubio, which were gone. Now, as I said, they didn't contribute to the vote, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Now, the House is expected to take this up later today. They are expected to approve it, and of course, we'll keep the government running. Good news, right? Good news. Now, the Democrats, all the Democrats voted for the bill. However, as I mentioned, Rubio, Linsdey Graham weren't there. So, almost unanimous, almost. Now, of course, some Republicans, not exactly pleased with this result, not exactly pleased with the prospect of actually funding the federal government. And one of them, of course, would be Ted Cruz, senator from Texas and presidential candidate. On Monday, he actually did try to attach a one-year ban on federal funding to Planned Parenthood. Now, most of the other senators weren't exactly buying it. Politico reports that, quote, on Monday night, Cruz's colleagues ignored his attempt to disrupt Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's efforts to fund the government without attacking Planned Parenthood. In an unusual rebuke, I like this, even fellow Republicans denied him a sufficient second that would have allowed him a roll call vote. Not only that, but Politico also reports his Republican colleagues loudly bellowed no when Cruz sought a voice vote. A second repudiation that showed how little support Cruz has. Just one other GOP senator, Utah's Mike Lee, joined with Ted Cruz as he was overruled by essentially everybody else. Oh, they hate him so much. Oh, they hate him, they hate him, they hate him. They hate Ted Cruz with a passion. I love it. Here's what's funny is that on the same day that this article comes out, there's another article that puts Cruz, and I swear, Cruz it's the picture, it's the thumbnail on the article, 13 most punchable faces in Congress. I kid you not. That was also an article today. Oh, they hate him so much. Oh, they hate him. Now, of people that don't exactly like Ted Cruz, well, you have Rand Paul. Rand Paul, also 2016 contender, is not happy, does not like Ted Cruz. And actually, let's listen to Rand Paul talk about this.
Ted has chosen to make this really personal and call people dishonest in leadership and call them names, which really goes against the decorum and also against the rules of the Senate. And as a consequence, he can't get anything done legislatively. He's pretty much done for and stifled. And it's really because of personal relationships or lack of personal relationships, and it is a problem.
There you go. I mean, when Rand Paul says, hey, everybody else hates you, you can't get anything done, well, that's pretty much a sign that you have failed.